So I have a bunch of videos loaded to Facebook that I cannot get to save to my phone so that I can upload them to YouTube and other places. And they're so important, I really want to have copies. So this is a video of a snake that I had that was giving me hugs and kisses. Now, I want to educate you a little bit. Snakes will rub their nose on like the glass of their tank and stuff if they can't breathe, or if they have a respiratory infection while they're trying to shed. But in this particular video, she had just shed, and I had actually even loaded pictures of her shed on Facebook. And she was she'd been seen by a vet and was healthy. So she had no scientific, logical reason to be doing this behavior. So after a process of elimination, I was able to conclude that she was loving me. And enjoying things. And she would give me kisses when I asked her to, and I had loaded several pictures of that on Facebook, and put the link to this particular video with those pictures. And I have other videos too where when I told her to give me a kiss, she would. Right on the mouth. She'd come right up to me. I don't have to chase her with my head. And, she'd come right up to me on her own and kiss me on the lips.
Get it on in pictures and fully be able to explain it. But she's been rolling right there, constricting and rolling and flipping and turning.
And the best part of this video is at the end,
belly up, and then partial,
because she enjoyed some throat rubbing and kissing on her throat. And she actually held her head out so I could kiss her neck and chin like a cat or a dog would. And she's just loving me.
Snake hugs. She does this. She also gives kisses, but this is snake hugs. She's just squeezing. And there are pictures to go with this video, a lot of pictures to go with this video that I just took. Because like I said, I was trying to get pictures instead of a video. But it's just no way to explain snake hugs in pictures. So she's right now she's constricting, just squeezing me tight.
And she was not stressed out. This is something she does. I know her signs when she gets stressed.
Trying to hug me. And
but non-believers are always going to try to argue and find scientific, logical things to explain stuff.
What are you doing, pretty girl?
But there are just some things that science can't cover. There's just some things that science is not advanced enough to cover.
She's just a very sweet little girl. I see, yes.
Oh, my baby.
You think you're a puppy, don't you? You think you're a puppy.
And people always throw a fit about people who... Look at that, she loves it.
Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Oh, yes.
Yes, it does. It feels good. Oh, her loved her mama.
Yes, it does. Oh, she likes her neck rubbed. She thinks she's a puppy. Oh, that feels so good.
What happened?
Oh, Mommy, I love it when you love me like this.
And all of my snakes did this. I had 10. I even had some that I rescued and found homes for. They did this with me as well.
Just feels so good to have
I have a few screenshots where one of the ladies told me that her snake would give her kisses, and it was a snake that I trained to do that before finding it a home. And I train all of my animals that I rescue to do something incredible before I adopt them out. It just makes them more desirable so that people will want them more.
What are you doing, baby?
Most snakes do not like their heads rubbed. All of mine did. All of mine did this with me.
This one is such a lover. She is such a lover. Yes, and she loves her head rubbed. Oh, she'll do it over and over and over and over. And she loves kisses. She loves kisses. She loves kisses. I know. Such a sweetie. She thinks she's a puppy.
And there is nothing wrong with people who, categorize animals as a dog. The reason that people throw a fit all the time, especially in the reptile community, about people saying that they're like a dog and comparing them to dogs. But that is natural for a person to do. Just like we sit there and call them our babies. Comes from a paternal instinct for us to sit there and call them our babies. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? That is so cute. Oh. Just kissing me again, kiss me again. She just stayed like that. Just like that. Like, kiss me again, kiss me again. Yeah.
Nobody would believe it if I didn't get it on video. She's just the most amazing little snake ever.
All of my snakes were.
The sweetest one I got.
And all these experts out here, they are not, their expertise does not rise above people's experiences. If somebody tells you their snake does something, or their reptile, believe them. It does not take precedence over experience. There is no expertise better than experience. I don't care what scientific studies say, science doesn't always get it right. Sometimes science just isn't advanced enough. But I made a lot of experts look like fools in the reptile community on Facebook, and a lot of them don't like me and have a personal vendetta and grudge against me because of it. And, but like, I was talking about, so like people call them their babies, and, they're not babies either. They're no more babies than they are dogs. There's nothing wrong with people, relating to them like they're a dog or a baby. It shows that you love them and you care about them, and you see a connection with their spirit that reminds you of a baby or makes you feel like a mother or a parent, or reminds you of the dog, because the behaviors can be so similar. And when you think of a snake, especially with all the people and the bad publicity that snakes get, you don't think of them as a dog. So all these experts out here try to say they aren't a dog, and throwing a fit when somebody says, makes that connection with that animal, shame on them. Because all it does when you make that connection is show how much love you have for them. And it's natural to do that. That's human nature. It's absolutely natural.